Hanami to Tribal Council. So last week we had kind of a surprising Tribal Council. So let's start off with that. So at the end of that Tribal Council, Caleb, I saw you were having some visible reactions to what was going on at that Tribal Council, and you don't have immunity this round. So how do you think those two things are going to go together?
Thanks for pointing that out. But yeah, I had like visible reaction because a lot of people just like hadn't told me what was up, and I had no idea that was coming. So like I had a visible reaction. I can't really hide my emotions that well. But as far as how that will go into this one, I have no idea because I have no idea really what's going to happen tonight still. This round has been just like any other where it's a mess and it's chaotic and who knows. So that's my answer.
At this point, so every round, all I'm hearing is chaotic, 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 scramble, 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 scramble. Are we at a safe place to assume that we're kind of beyond the sort of alliance way of playing this game and more into voting blocks? Like, are we at that? Can we say we're at that point yet, or does it still feel like there are alliances that are really like controlling the game?
You're cutting out so bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Okay, so does it seem like at this point, so every round we just hear like scrambling, chaos, scramble, what's happening? Do you think it's safe to say, just like as a general tribe consensus, that we've sort of moved into the voting blocks and away from alliances, and it's just sort of like every round's a new round? See where you can go.
That's certainly what it feels like.
Yeah, it feels like chaotic.
So, Darcy, how do you manage to navigate? How are you trying to navigate a more voting block style game as opposed to alliances where there could be some flipping, but it's more of just a like, sort of thing?
I mean, it's definitely tough because, like, I find dynamics change like every round and getting closer and closer to the end game. So most people could have like final tribal and final threes and stuff in their mindsets and whatnot. So you gotta try figuring out who's your best options and stuff for going to the end with and everything like that too.
Yeah, so Nicole, thank you for getting on. We are just talking about right now how this game is really sort of taking the jump away from alliances into a more voting block type game, just because everyone keeps talking about how crazy it is and how much the dynamics shift week to week. So, as someone, first of all, congratulations on immunity. Before we do that, so with your immunity, how are you trying to play this round? Because as we know, this round, everything could change in 12 hours, and everything could change again 12 hours after that. So how are you trying to play this game tonight?
Hold on 1 second.
No problem. If anyone else wants to answer that question as well, you can go for it, just without the immunity bit in there.
Sorry, I have to get my charger. But yeah, go ahead.
No,
if
that's
anybody else wanted to go, oh.
I don't think so. I think I got a poke and prod the other ones.
Okay. I do believe the same, like what you said, like things are transitioning sort of like into voting blocks where people are, like last round we saw there was like only a few vote difference or like 1 vote difference. And I don't know, I just feel like that kind of breeds sort of an insecurity for upcoming rounds. Where like you don't know if people are gonna stick to those or they're gonna like move around a bit or and then like if that's the case and people are sticking to them, like at what point are they gonna say that's enough? So it just breeds a whole nother level, a whole nother like thing you have to worry about.
And as someone who's been immune both last round and this round, do you think it's easier to navigate like the changing dynamics, or do you think it's just I'm not going home and that's the only like thing I have?
I think it's a lot easier, obviously, because like you're a little bit bolder when you're immune. Like obviously, it's also like an easier. I, I guess I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, because it is easier to like make the moves and like be content with like how people want you to vote, but it's also, I guess, a little bit trickier because then the added like threat of being immune, you don't know if like once that immunity runs out, it's over. Yeah, so it's hard.
Yeah. So Tommy, one thing Nicole brought up was like knowing where you want to vote and like doing that. So how easy is it, I guess, in this tribe, there's 10 people left, how easy is it to get 6 people to want to vote the same way?
I don't know. Everyone has different plans on what they want to do in the game, and everyone wants to get to the end at some capacity doing their own strategy. And especially with this group, I would say like it's not even like alliances, it's a lot more voting blocks. I would agree with that earlier statement.
Yeah. So Chris, how are you making sure that it is 6 people either voting with you or not against you this round?
Can you hear me?
No.
I don't know. I've heard my name go around tonight, and I don't want to go home. I think voting me is kind of stupid. I'm not really a challenge performer, but I don't know. I think the key really is just being yourself, showing who you are, and like I don't know. Me, I haven't been able to talk too much because I've been so just busy with life and stuff, and some medical issues recently and stuff like that. But like, I love everyone here. Like, I've had a great time getting to know everybody. I mean, this game started with 25 people, like, and there's 10 people left. That's crazy. So, I don't know. Just gotta be yourself and hope people like you and respect that and want to keep you around.
Yeah. So, Kevin, Chris brought up that he doesn't really view himself as a physical threat. So what sorts of things at this point in the game with such shifting dynamics, what sorts of things are being considered reasons to leave right now? Like what sorts of, like, is it good challengeability, bad challengeability, good social connections, bad social connections? Like what's the criteria mainly that's going around?
I feel like the biggest, or like not even criteria, but like the biggest thing that comes up is kind of going along with voting blocks is just like the overlapping of relationships. I think like how Chris said that he loves everyone. I think most people agree with that. Like we all find joy in every single person here. So it's like, it's hard to line up your strategy with your personal feelings. And so that makes for some complex votes because some people don't want to vote people for game reasons and some people don't want to vote people for personal reasons. And it just all blends together to be the scramble that we've seen every round so far this merge.
I can be a part of your voting block.
Same. And my name's going around too.
All right, so Sarah, so both Chris and Kevin have said that their names are going around. So how are you taking this vote in? Are you trying to play more strategically? Are you letting your, are you like taking things strategically and personally, saying like, because like a friend could be an ally down the line? Like what sorts of things are you considering personally for this vote?
Good question. I definitely wasn't expecting everything that happened at the last tribal. I know I wasn't online for that, but yeah, I definitely wasn't prepared for that. Going forward, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely becoming more of a, every man for himself battle for the most part. But I mean, no hard feelings for anyone that voted for me. That's just what the game is.
Do you think you could be in trouble again tonight because you did get those votes and things are shifting so fast that they're like, well, she got votes last time. Let's just do it again.
I think I might be okay for tonight, but again, I mean, at this point, you just don't know what's totally going to happen. It's kind of a little whack.
All right. What about for you, Emma? What sorts of relationships and strategies that you have are you letting inform your decision tonight as for who to go?
Was that a question of me? Sorry, I was
Yeah,
just walking
it
inside.
was.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Can you say it again?
So what sorts of, we've talked a lot about relationships and like overlapping trust, but also individual strategies. So how are you balancing your individual strategies versus your trust and the people that you trust, their trust relationships in this game?
That's a really complicated question.
It's a really complicated game
obviously,
right now.
Obviously, I think, this game, we've all become friends, and I think that all of us are friendly and, talk to each other. Like, there's no one that I don't talk to regularly. And so it's really hard, it's super hard to balance the people that I'm, friends with and that I talk to every day, and whether or not they're keeping them around is what's best for my own game with what I know to be best for my game, and putting aside personal feelings to make a decision that might be difficult has been really fucking hard. And I think that's part of the reason why none of these votes have been straightforward, because everybody's pitching everybody else's friends, Yeah.
So is that everyone's been talking personal versus strategic, how those things overlap along with trust, and also voting blocks that arise from such complicated dynamics. So, Caleb, what is one thing that you think people should remember as they cast their votes tonight with all that in mind?
That this is very complicated, and I don't know. Don't vote for me. I'm scared. Cool.
All right. Does anybody else have any last things they want to say before we get to the vote? Do you guys need more time? Do you guys want to talk more? All right. So, I know someone received a parchment. Gage, can you be that someone? They're not here right now, so.
Hello, I'm sorry, I just got back from the bathroom, but we're here now. So earlier today, Eve was the one that received a parchment and everything else. Eve told us beforehand that she would not be able to make it tonight and asked us to read it for her, and I'll go ahead and do that now. This is a secret advantage, but it is being used against you by another player to block your vote at tonight's tribal council. So Eve will not have a vote tonight, so there you go.
All right, so Eve will not have a vote tonight. That means there will only be 9 votes tonight. As for everyone else, you guys know the drill. I will count down from 10 to 0. When I reach 0, your votes are locked. You have until then to cast or change your vote. Everyone ready? All right, let's get to it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I will get the votes. Be back. I always do this.
Do you guys want to see my cat?
Yes. Yes. Oh, this is Blue. He looks really sweet. He has a really cute.
Look at him. He is the cutest.
That makes me so happy.
This is how I'm de-stressing right now.
He's beautiful. we all vote that we always have a cat at Tribal?
I will second that motion. Look at him. Look at how stupid he looks. Look at his little teeth.
Oh, he looks like he has healthy gums. What a good guy.
It's okay. Be back again.
Oh. I wish I could have a
for Sarah. This is only for Sarah.
Yeah, everyone get out. This is my time with her cat. Oh. I'm not allowed to have pets in my apartment. It's very sad.
My cat's an ESA, so nobody can tell me I can't have him.
Yeah.
Look at his feet.
Oh, he's got curly toes.
He does. He's so stupid.
What's his name?
Blue.
Oh, hi, Blue.
Say hi to Sarah, Blue.
Woohoo. He's like, what?
Really?
Toes. He's so spoiled.
All right, I guess not. All right, I have the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the chat immediately. I will read the votes. First vote, Kevin. Second vote, Kevin. Third vote, Kevin. 3 votes, Kevin. Fourth vote, Jordan. Fifth vote, Jordan. Sixth vote, Jordan. We're tied 3 votes Jordan, 3 votes Kevin, 3 votes left. Seventh vote, Kevin. Eighth vote, Jordan. We're tied 4 votes Kevin, 4 votes Jordan, 1 vote left. And the 15th person voted out of Tumblr Survivor 2020 and the 5th member of our jury will be decided in a revote. This last vote is for Tommy. We have a
You guys did tell me the vote was for Tommy, right?
We have a 4 to
Thanks,
1.
guys.
A 4 to 1 tie between Jordan and Kevin, which means everyone else, you must vote for Jordan or Kevin. Jordan and Kevin will not vote. Per the rules of Survivor, vote blocks extend into revotes, so Eve will not have a vote in this revote. Everyone else, your votes for Kevin or Jordan are due ASAP. All right, I will give you guys until 28, and at 28 we'll do our little countdown thingy. So yeah. Woo.
Can I just show you guys what I'm about to fucking eat right now? This is what I'm eating for dinner.
You get a little spoon.
Yeah. Look at how tiny this fucking pasta is. What is that?
It's like quinoa.
It does look kind of like quinoa. Okay, I'm going back on mute now.
Just think of it as couscous.
We have less than a minute before we need revotes. Don't worry, I will give you a countdown. Here, in the meantime, I'll look up actually which person is being voted out tonight. All right, we are going to have votes due in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I will go get the votes. Be right back. All right. Oh, Gage got it. Love him. Hold on just a sec. Hold up. Hold up just a sec. god. Okay. Wait. Love this for us. Love all these technical difficulties. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Technical difficulties over. All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the chat immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Kevin. Second vote, Jordan. Third vote, Kevin. Fourth vote, Jordan. Fifth vote, Kevin. Sixth vote, Jordan. That's 3 votes Kevin, 3 votes Jordan, 1 vote left. The 15th person voted out of Tumblr Survivor 2020 and the 5th member of our jury, Jordan. Jordan, the tribe has spoken, and it is time for you to go. All right, well, with another crazy tribal council, it looks like this season is only going to get wilder and wilder from here on out. Good luck and good night.